evening. It is Wednesday, hump day. Okay, I hope all of y'all like the post that I put out. If you haven't seen any of my past episodes of Clinical After Dark, do make sure that you go to my YouTube and definitely check it out. What else? It's beginning, weather is changing. Your hair needs moisture. Where else to look? Okay, made with all organic ingredients. Definitely check it out. This is something you definitely want to purchase for the winter because this will help your hair stay moisturized, stay healthy during these winter months because, yeah, New York winter is not gracious to black hair. So definitely check that out. Okay, more people are coming in. So welcome to Clinical After Dark. I do not have my wine tonight. Oh my goodness, that was my stomach. Do not have the wine tonight. But we are doing a nice ginger tea, okay, as we get started. So let me take my sip for the night and let's get in. Okay, as I've explained before, this podcast, this live is to talk about relationships and everything that involves relationships. Okay, so like I said, let me get into it. I'm going to save the Lori Harvey conversation for later on in the night. We are first going to talk about when being right goes wrong. Okay, and I'm starting to see this a lot these days, right? Also, if you support my page, support my channel, definitely check out Buy a Badge, buy a gift. Always appreciative. Okay, so thank you in advance. So you'll drink for me, real true. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. So recently, I have been realizing that a lot of people in relationships are looking to be right. Okay. And I'm sure that has happened in your own relationships, of course, where people feel like what they have to say is important in the conversation. And don't get me wrong. Thank you very much for the badge. I appreciate it, Night Angel Exodus. That everybody deserves to be heard. Okay. However, let me get myself comfortable before I get on my soapbox. That being right is not the objective in the relationship. Okay. Finding compromise and finding a balance is what is important in a relationship. So it's very interesting to me how people focus on being right in the relationship or having, basically just being right. Honestly, thinking that what they say is more important or has more validity than the other person. It's never about that. And recently, I've come to find that myself, that I'm around people that are more about being right than actually solving a problem. And I'm my own testimony, right? So I love to be able to share my own experiences on here to talk to you all about relationships. Because if we don't talk about our own experiences, we can't learn, and we oftentimes, why do I need to always touch the iron and find out that it's hot? I can easily learn from somebody else. So that is what we're doing today, right? So those that are in relationships or trying to be in relationships, you might have a disagreement with someone that you care about, okay? You may have a difference of opinion and want to, clearly you want to be right. Who doesn't want to be right in a disagreement, right? I know that I love to be right, but also being right also comes with having logic and having to make it make sense. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a quick story time. Okay. I was recently dating someone and they felt, that something should have been done a certain way. Okay. They were hell bent on trying for me to understand that this is the way that it should go. And I basically was under the impression that no, it's not about who's right, about who's wrong. It's about constantly having negative interactions. Okay. And that's what we're trying to avoid, right? When we're in relationships, we want to be with somebody that we can have peace. Okay. That we can have, everybody wants to be somebody else's peace, right? At least that's what we're hoping for, right? That we're not constantly arguing, that also constantly battling the person that we want to be with, right? And I felt that he was hell-bent on being correct rather than finding out why this is happening, why this is going on. And I implore you, because I don't want to give too many details, because you never know, they could be watching. So I implore you to not look at who is right or who is wrong, but how the problem can be fixed, okay? When you're in a relationship, you want to be a problem solver. You want to be able to learn from each other and be able to grow. When you're looking to be right all the time, there is no growth. You're just looking to be right. I see a comment here. Give me 1 second. Angel Presents says it's definitely not about always trying to be right, but to solve conflict. Exactly. I mean, it shouldn't be complicated. It should be a very easy thing for people to understand. But I think that when we get caught up in an argument, right, and wanting to be heard, that it's more about being right than actually solving the conflict. And I think that if you're one of those people, take time to marinate on the conversation. Don't be so quick to respond back. Okay? Think about how you want, to be understood. Because I think that they often tell us, right, when we have arguments, we are not as logical, right? We're yelling, we're doing certain things that show that our intelligence has dropped, right? So rather than showing that your intelligence has gone down, take a time to breathe, marinate in what your partner is saying, and gaining clarity. Because oftentimes we are listening to say, no, that's not correct, or listening to just refute something rather than listening to understand it. And I think that that's where we go awry. And I think that we should just do things that are going to resolve the conflict rather than continue to cause it, because it's not going to be resolved. And you want to be able to be with someone that you can trust, and if you can't trust a person, or at least I feel that you can't trust a person that is focused on being right, because it doesn't matter whether it is actually right or wrong. It's about them being right rather than having the problem resolved between the two of you. And that is the most important thing, especially if you care about your relationship. You want something to be, you want it to be happy, you want it to go well. So do what's necessary to make that happen. What is this here? Hi there, I have my hair dyed, fully dyed blonde, my black hair no more. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm going to delete that. Because, yeah, delete that. So again, it's important to not always focus on being right, but again, to solve the conflict. And I know that we should already know this information. I feel that, as adults, we should know this, but I think that in this day and age, people are giving people passes for things that I don't necessarily agree with. And I know that people are trying to get likes. People are trying to, build up their social media following and everything. So they say certain things that don't necessarily go with the norm of the conversation, such as, I recently watched a post about a body count, right? And people are trying to make it seem like, and anybody can feel how they want to feel about it, but I feel that they're trying to make it seem that it is wrong, okay, or it doesn't matter about the body count. I feel that that's completely wrong. Your body count does matter, you know, and I think people are out here trying to get likes and stuff like that. So people aren't talking about, oh, you know, how many people have you been with? When you were with those people, why did you lay down with them? You know, having these conversations, and they're like, oh no, you shouldn't worry about person's body count and everything like that. I don't see how that's helpful to the relationship. And I think that that is, you know, people are trying to make it that's the right thing to do, like not worry about somebody's body count. um don't shame people to make them feel a certain way. And I mean, you, what's what's for you is for you. I don't have, if you're a person that doesn't care about it, then power to you. But I do think that it's something that needs to be looked at a little bit differently, and not being thrown to the side like it doesn't matter. And I think that as I watch and see more relationship advice, and I'm going to also say propaganda, I feel that people are trying to force things and make it seem right in a relationship, where you have to compromise and find out your middle ground. So that is my comment on that. My throat is so sore, so I do apologize. Not myself today, because my throat is killing me. All of a sudden, I don't know. Hello, Tyree, welcome. So yeah, if you're arguing with your significant other, focus on the problem at hand, not who's right or who's wrong, but coming to a conclusion, because things that are not resolved will continue to fester into the relationship. And that is not something that you need to have, okay? Because things that do not are taken care of, they manifest into bigger things. And I'm just letting you know, you don't want that. You don't want that. So worry about fixing the conflict. You guys are not enemies. You guys are partners in life. At least that's what the goal is, right? The goal is to be partners in life. So constantly arguing with that person, constantly trying to prove you're being right, is just detrimental to the relationship. Try to find even ground. Try to find something that's positive, where y'all can come together and have like a kumbaya moment. But constantly looking to say, I'm right, you're wrong, this is what it is, I'm going to show you I'm right, you know, because I do know that women oftentimes, right, we find things, and I mean actually men now too, are looking for, and I think it's like the red pill community that are more so about this whole right business. And I find people come up looking and scrolling through reels and sending it to people, because I get reels sent to me all the time about stuff that I should fix and do. And that's just one person's opinion about a relationship. You know, there's universal truths, I believe, that are in a relationship. And one of those universal truths is that you have to find what works for you. Not every relationship is the same. But there are foundations to it, which, if you want to talk about the foundations, that is in earlier episodes about having love, trust, and so on and so forth. So if you ever want to find out about the foundation of a relationship, then definitely check out my earlier videos, my earlier live on that topic. Let me see, what time is it? Okay, so since it is pressing on my mind, and I know that I really want to talk about it, is the Lori Harvey situation. Because yes, I care about, like I said, right, when being right goes wrong in a relationship, because it's not the focus. You don't want to be right all the time. You want to be able to solve it. But like I said, you guys know that already. So I want to move on to the interesting topic at hand, which is the recent breakup of Lori Harvey with Damson Idris. Okay. Now, they started dating December of last year and made it official on Instagram January of this year, right? So people have been speculating that Lori once again has broken up this relationship. Now, I've been looking through the blogs and everything like that, and I find this very interesting, because a lot of people are especially women, right, are congratulating young Lori Harvey for this decision because they're saying she's living her best life. She's trying to find what works for her, and never settle. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. I really do. Never settle. I understand that. You don't want to settle for somebody. However, I have some things to say on this topic because I find it to be very, very interesting. Yes, Lori Harvey is 26. Damson was 32. Now, age, of course, is I'm gonna say that age is just a number. It is. However, certain things must be looked at, okay, when it comes to your age and what you're doing at a certain age. Okay. Now, Lori Harvey is almost 30, right? And I look at her background because it's different. You know, she's not the average female running around these streets. And of course, Damson and anyone that she's been with is not, you know, the regular bugaboo man running around these streets, right? She's dating and meeting successful men out here in the industry. Now, are they all perfect? Hell no, definitely not. So I'm not going to even say that they're, you know, above average as far as personality, but as far as status, yes, of course. My concern, right, is that we all know that Steve Harvey is her stepfather. She's taken his name and everything like that, and he's written all these relationship books and so on and so forth. Whether or not we believe that her mother cheated on him and everything is irrelevant to this conversation. What I'm focusing on is the fact that he speaks about relationships and talks about relationships, right? So I can't believe, right, that it wouldn't be discussed in the household, okay? His expectations of what he feels that she deserves and what kind of man she should date and so on and so forth, right? So I'm sure they're having conversations at the dinner table or wherever. Now, okay, I first realized that she was dating interesting men when she first dated Future, right? Now, get me right. I am happy that she is leaving these relationships with no children in tow, you know, because me personally, this is my thoughts, I don't believe in having children out of wedlock. That's why I don't have any kids, my damn self. I'm waiting till marriage. So I'm pretty sure in her mindset, Steve Harvey is her dad, that would be also the strategy, right? Not having any babies till marriage and living your best life. Okay. So she dated Future, right? Which I think is madness. Okay. He has umpteen children. So why even, you know, even check for him, right? I feel like he was something fun to do. Then she dated Diddy, and allegedly she dated Diddy's son and so on and forth. I don't know about that. I don't really keep up with that particular gossip. However, what I am looking at is how long these relationships are lasting. Okay. And they are about a year and change, right? Michael B. Jordan was her longest relationship so far, going into 2 years, and it was believed that he wanted to marry her, right? And she declined and didn't want to get married and everything like that. You're almost 30. Not that that matters, but a woman knows what she wants, okay? We can date a man for 3-4 weeks and find out whether or not we want to continue with him. Now, yeah, she's given these men a year. And what I find the issue is not that, as Real True Drew said, she's a thought. I'm more saying that why make these relationships public each time? You know, give it some time. She dated Damson for a month before she made it official on Instagram. Why even do that? I feel if you're not taking these relationships completely seriously, why even post them? Real Truth says, read my second comment. Kardashian level devilishness, but also Google Damson Idris devil worship. Y'all ain't ready. Okay. Well, I don't know about his devil worshiping at all, but I do know that in relationships, okay, first of all, we know that celebrities have fun, right? They're living their best lives and stuff like that. We know that they're fucking, okay? They're having sex. And I know she wants to, and I mean, I understand it. I understand making the narrative like, oh, I am dating this one man, so I am a serial monogamous. Like, that is how she's looking right now. She's a serial monogamous. And there's nothing wrong with, like I said, dating one man at a time and seeing him. But the thing is that we know she's having sex with these men. Okay? If you tell me that she's not, I'm going to call you crazy because, yeah, it's Hollywood. Okay? She's having sex with these men. Okay? And when you have sex with anybody, whether it be with condoms or straight flesh to flesh, you are building soul ties with these people. So why are you building a soul tie with a person after a year? Give it time. If you don't know whether or not you want to settle down with this person, why are you giving them your energy? Why are you putting yourself in a position where eventually you could get burnt out? Because a woman, we take in the energy, okay? And men can build soul ties too, but it's different with a woman because we actually accept it. It's like, you know, it's a key in a lock, right? So we take in that energy, we embrace that energy. So 5 men, yes, I'm not going to say that's a huge count out there because I know that there's women out here that have way larger numbers out here. But I'm saying as a public figure, as a person that's in the private eye, it's not about her living her best life. And it's definitely not about her trying to find the right person. Because if that's the case, then stop taking pictures with these men. Stop taking pictures with these men and really get to know them behind the scenes and just be part of the tabloids and say, oh, they see you with this person, everything like that, but you don't make it official. Why keep making things official and then breaking it off and then saying, oh, you know, they weren't the right one? You can know somebody's not the right one before a year. Okay. A person shows consistency and you can see who they are. And Lori is not ready to settle down. Clearly. Okay? Each year she has a new man. Either be single and just be out there, but that's the whole thing. She doesn't want to be out there because she wants to have sex with these men. Okay? And it does, and she wants to maintain that image that I am monogamous. I am having sex with one man, and that's who I am with this relationship. I'm encouraging and I'm saying, baby girl, don't have sex with anyone. Don't lay down with a man that you're not sure of. Spend time with them. Get to know him for a year. Get to know him for 2 years. And if that's where you are mentally, then continue with it. But to jump from year to year to have a new man is just, it's starting to look unladylike, even if it is, like I said, a relationship. It's a serial monogamous, and it's like, why? Do you not know what you want? Because she's not 19, she's not 22, and also she has a father that teaches about relationships. So therefore, she's doing better. She's better off than most females out here trying to find a relationship and everything like that, because she has 2 parents, okay, and one that helps her and talks about relationships. So you're building soul ties with these gentlemen and then clearly breaking it off. I don't get it. And I think that eventually she's going to burn out. I do feel like that's going to burn out because you're giving your energy away. Each year, you're giving your energy away rather than taking some time to get to know either yourself or who you really want to be with. And you don't have to do that by engaging in intercourse with anybody. You can get to know somebody without intercourse. It's just the facts, you know. If y'all really like each other, then the sex can wait. But we have to be honest. She's having sex with these men. And when she's unhappy or whatever the reason is, she drops him like a hot potato. Because I'm sure, talking to associates, that Damson thought that, you know, they were going to move forward. Because from what I'm hearing, she deleted his pictures from her Instagram first, and then he followed suit. Okay. And he's also limited the comments on his page, so no one can really write comments and everything about the relationship. So I am thinking that he feels some type of way because he limited the comments on his Instagram page. And so I feel that he doesn't want to be inundated with conversation about Lori Harvey. Why is that? Well, I mean, of course, you don't want to be bothered with certain things and everything like that, but also because I feel that he's hurt. Because I believe that he saw something more that was going to happen in this relationship, and it did not occur. And I feel that we can all learn from Lori Harvey and saying, make a list of what you want to be with and where you want and where you see yourself. Because she does this PR thing, oh, we're just going to be friends and everything like that. We're going to focus on our separate. Okay. But why after a year, though? Why do you have to show up with a new relationship each year? Either you're uncomfortable with being alone. There's something more there. There's something more there. So I can't say that she's living her best life. I know that I'm speculating because I'm not there. However, seeing the pattern that she has is alarming. And like I said, it's not about the fact that it's the numbers. It's the numbers in the year plus the fact that you have certain resources and you're doing this. Like I said, she's not some humdrum female that doesn't know, that comes from a one-parent household where the people are dumb bunnies and everything like that. No. This is not her mom's first relationship, so she knows about relationships. And her dad talks about it because it's damn sure not his first relationship, okay? And he talks about relationships all the time and has books out and everything like that. So you're not the average female running around saying, I don't know what I want. There's more going on there. And I feel like people are not paying attention to that. They want to make sure, like, they want to act like that isn't a reason. That doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. Okay? That's like, you know, my family member, I have a parent that's a dentist. Okay? I mean, yes, I might not know all of the intricacies, but they're going to talk about it. I'm going to have some information about this. So when people talk about their teeth, I'm going to have more information than the average Joe. And that's what I'm saying that she has. She has more information than the average Joe. So why are you jumping from relationship to relationship? Calm your ass down. Sex is not that important, and get to really know these men. Stop putting your information, stop putting your business out here until you're really ready to settle down. And I say, and we're so quick to want to show that we're in relationships. We're so quick to show that we're wanted and we're loved and everything like that. Girl, you're beautiful. You're smart. You got shit going for you. You can just date to date. You do not have to go into a serial monogamous relationship being like, this is my man, this is mine, I'm having sex with him and everything like that. Because I know that's the reason. Because who wants to have sex with somebody that they got to share? So, yeah, I don't want to share you. I'm too high class for that. I'm too sedity for that. So I'm not going to share you. I'm going to have you for a relationship and then see where it goes. And no. I honestly feel that you can get to know somebody without opening up your legs. But I feel like this is the world that we live in, and that's why they're saying now body count doesn't matter, because they're just encouraging people to sleep around with each other and not have any questions, not be concerned about it, not care about soul ties or any of that, and be like, oh yeah, you're living your best life. Numbers don't matter. Yeah, they do. They do. And I know that there's been a double standard in this world forever about men having more relationships than women and everything like that. But regardless of such facts, I am saying to both genders, male and female, that you can get to know the person that you want to spend your life with without having sex, especially within a year. Like, come on, you can't use a vibrator or a pussy pocket for a year, and get to know that person, because I do feel like once you're in like the second or third year of a relationship, then you truly kind of know your person and you know whether or not you want to move forward with that person, because people show their identity, within the year. So I don't know if that's when he came to, to identify himself and everything like that. But even if, right, she started to see his negative actions after a year, wait, you don't have to post everything on social media. I mean, that's why you're a celebrity. You can keep your life private. So why not keep this part private until you're absolutely sure that this is the person, and then move forward. Then bring it into the light and say, this is the man that I have chosen as my partner. But she moved from problematic men to men that are, more so, in their 30s, early 30s, late 30s. Because I think Michael B. Jordan, I think, is in his 40s. That don't have any children, because now she's gotten smarter as far as that concerned. But I think that she was just having fun with Future, and just probably believed that the dick was good, because obviously he got 13 motherfuckers running around. The dick must be good, so let me try it. Let me hop on it and have a good time. And that's what I think that like Future was, but it just continued to be a thing. And I think that they're talking about a contract. No, I don't think it's a contract. I think that it's about her having intimacy with these men. So let me get to the comment section, because I know I missed some things. Let me see. Cuts God said, you're so gorgeous. Thank you. I'll marry you. That's funny. Serial monogamous. Yes. Night Angel Exodus presents states, you're beautiful. Thank you, Cascade. Even though I'm sure you're not here anymore. Night Angel Exodus presents us, she may foolishly believe that she can't get burned out. That's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility, thinking that, but soul ties are very real. So I just don't feel like you should just be playing with it. Source, TMZ, Complex, etc. Okay. I'm done. Laugh out loud later. Beautiful. God bless. No false star. Damson Idris has admitted he tapped into the forces of darkness to help his actors block, and says he damn near didn't finish. Okay. Angel Exodus Presents says, but she wants sexual relations. She just wants to disguise it via relationships. I think that as well. I definitely do. I definitely feel that it's more of her wanting to have relations than anything else. Angel Exodus Presents facts. Because her dating style is truly purposeful. Yeah, like I said, it's yearly with each person. It's like, this is now where it's becoming back to back to back. Like, it's each year there's a new man. And so they're actually where they're saying, oh, who's next in the lineup? I believe, like someone said, that they're speculating that she could go back to Michael B. Jordan. Some speculate that she could go to Tyler Perry, which I didn't even know that him and his partner were no longer together, that he broke up with her. And it's just like, she had a baby by you and you didn't even marry her. But that's a whole nother thing. I'm not going to go into Tyler Perry right now. But that's very sus. Like, she's 37, you're 54, you couldn't marry her. You couldn't, you have a baby. But that's besides the point. Let me not go off on a tangent, because that will truly annoy me. Because I was like, really? Really, Tyler Perry? Yeah. So I'm not here to, like I said, to shame Lori Harvey. What I am here to say is that soul ties are real. Your numbers, your count on your body does matter. Take it seriously. Because it's like when you go through it's almost like when a person goes through domestic abuse, right? The scars fade, but the experience is still there. And that's kind of how soul ties are. Like, yes, the experience, they are far removed, but their stench, their essence, their experience is still there on you, and you can't escape that. And it's like, why even have that on you when you could just date and just get to know and just deal with the merriment of being out there having a good time. Oh yeah, there's also speculation that she might, switch and go to Tiana Taylor, but I'm not believing that rumor. But I'm just saying, it's necessary that as women, we are mindful and purposeful in our dating. And I just feel that she's not looking to settle down. That is not her purpose. I feel like her purpose is to have fun, have sex with certain people, and to not be shamed by it because of who her father is and who her mother is. Well, not so much her mother, but who her father is, and keep the Harvey name looking presentable. I honestly feel that that's what more so it's about than really to getting to know these men. And because you're 26, you're still free to do what you want and everything like that. You're not, so live your best life, but you don't have to put it out there. You don't have to have a year of making everything official. Just date, but like I said, I really feel that the sex is the heaviest part of it, and that is why she is entering into these monogamous relationships with them rather than just being friends with them and getting to know them. Because, yeah, I mean, 5 in each year, like, it's just, yeah, that's not, you can watch people by their actions, even if you're not there presently, you can watch and see from the behavior, and it's not purposeful. Because if it's purposeful, you stay single until you know that's what you absolutely want. Point blank, period. So it is 10:41. I'm going to leave a little early this evening so that I can have hot tea, because this tea is actually quite cold, and at least rest up so that I can function for tomorrow, because like I said, I am not feeling the absolute 100%. So I bid you guys adieu. Thank you for watching K Nicole After Dark. If you definitely check out past episodes, and always keep your crown straight. Take care and have a great rest of the week.